What's up, gamers? How the heck are you? Welcome to another grounded video. In today's video, I want to go over the patches that were made in the 1.0.4 update that recently came out just yesterday. Now, I'm not going to go through everything in this patch notes, but I do want to talk about some highlight points that make a big deal. Definitely over the last few videos I've made, they've changed some stuff. Let's talk about it. All right, guys, some big changes that definitely did come. So let's get into it. Let's talk about it. And then we'll actually go and test a few of these features out just to see, is it still viable? Mainly, we want to talk about poison because poison kind of took a hit, but also got, some nice things added too. So poison does affect spiders again. So as you'll see right here, they are no longer immune to poison. You can affect them between 25 to 90% depending on the species/tier that you'll affect. Black Widow is still not affected by poison. Figured they weren't going to do that, but Black Widow now is affected by venom, which is nice because we now have a kind of a nice tool that is venom based. Now we'll get to that in just a second. I kind of want to go over just the highlights real quick. Mantis got a nice little stun, so it's now easier to stun the Mantis. That's kind of cool. Widow's dagger had a damage reduction. We'll definitely be putting that to a test in just a few minutes, or just not even minutes, but we'll be putting that to the test just to see how much of a damage reduction it is. But if you're still proccing all the poison and you're still doing okay, then maybe it's not that big of a difference, because I really just use the dagger to proc poison more often. Base damage of poison affecting players and enemies reduced by 10%. So it reduces the effect on us and how much effect we have on our enemies. So that's a bummer, but it's nice that it also applies to us as well. Broodmother. The Broodmother Club, in case you guys didn't know, if you have the Apex Predator mutation, which you can only get by defeating the Mantis one time. You only have to defeat her one time, you get the Apex Predator mutation. If you have the Apex Predator mutation activated, it changes the Broodmother's effect to apply, it used to apply poison, and it applied some advanced, like super poison or something like that. Now it applies venom, which bypasses all immunities. So instead of having 25 to 90%, they will be, spiders will be 100% affected by venom. And so is Black Widow. So anytime it procs, they will have the same amount of venom that procs at the same rate. But there is no boost to venom like you get with your spider armors. You get a boost in the amount of damage, poison damage you can do. You're stuck with just the base damage. So I don't know if this will be crazy viable or it'll just be nice to have as you're using the Broodmother's Club. I think it's cool. I was actually going to make a video of how broken it is with the poison proc, but now that they've taken that away, we're still going to talk about how if the damage is still pretty crazy when you're using this with the whole poison build, and we'll talk about that just a little bit more. Some other stuff that they talked about, armor change, nothing crazy there. Prod Smacker did get a damage reduction. This is the weapon you get from, I believe, from completing all the Mixars. It got a 50% damage reduction. That's a lot. So that, whatever use that had before, I didn't use it a ton, but whatever use it had before, doesn't now. Moth armor, this is nice. So Moth armor actually this is some love to bows. They gave some love to bows at the end. I just made that video recently on bows, so we'll talk about this just for a few seconds. Moth armor ranged cut effects has a 60% instead of a 15% chance to proc, which is nice because you won't need to fire as many arrows to proc range cut, which is the bleed effect that comes with Moth armor. It also scales from doing 10 damage per from 10 damage per oh god, I wish I could read. From 10 damage per second for 10 seconds to 20 damage per second for 5 seconds. So the duration has reduced, but they did up the how much damage is being done for that time frame. So that's nice. And the B armor right here. B armor's bow stun effectiveness has been doubled. So I'm assuming they'll be stunned for longer, which once again is nice. Other balances, this is another one I want to talk about. I will demonstrate this in just a moment. Natural Explorer movement speed has been changed from some 10% basically to 50% movement speed if you have it fully maxed out. This is insane. I will show you in just a moment how fast you will be running. It is absolutely incredible. But it does get disabled when fighting creatures, so you can't use the speed buff while fighting. Basically, they said instead of giving us the ability to ride creatures or a faster travel, this is your fast travel. And I will show you how nuts it is. More love to bows. All arrows crafting has been, it looks like it's been reduced because I'm pretty sure this used to cost quite a bit more. But you get stacks of 10 for one piece of candy, which is super nice. And then gas arrows has been stacks of 5 for one gas or super gas stack. Venom arrows, here's the big one. Stacks of 10 per one super venom, because super venom is not easy to come across. They need to fix that. It needs to drop more often. It does not drop often for me. Maybe it does for you guys. It doesn't for me. All right, there's some other little things in here that have made their debut, but I don't want to talk about those things because we need to get into testing out exactly what mutations do, or exactly what the new mutation or the new effects on the Club of the Mother Demon, what it actually does, what effect we can check out with it. I'm super excited about all of that. And then how much venom or how much poison does now. What's the effect we can get with poison now? That is something I want to test out. So let's get into it. I think, what is it? It's morning time, right? It's not going to affect. Okay, so we still have, so I'm going to be running the Mask of the Mother Demon. Let's go over to the look here. We will be running Mask of the Mother Demon, Widow shoulders, Widow's leggings. I believe they're fully maxed out. Yeah, everything should be fully maxed out, along with the Widow's dagger. But we will also be testing out the Club of the Mother Demon when we get to that point. For the effects I'm going to have on right now, I was testing out something else earlier. We'll throw on Assassin because obviously we're using the blade. We don't need that. Throw that. Well, I guess if I'm not using that right now, maybe it's better to use something else. But we will have our crits on as always. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. Buff lung, sure. Doesn't really matter. I'm sure. Oh wait, do I have corporal kickback on? Yeah, okay, I do. All right, well, doesn't matter. I was gonna say I could throw on corporal kickback just to have the little health boost from your blocks. All right, so let's go test out exactly what damage we're still doing with the blade, and is it even worth it to still run poison? Because it seems like they tried to do a reduction to the poison, or how much poison is produced, and I don't know that I'm sold on that. It's not something I was looking forward to. Oh hey yo, chill. Okay. Just gonna see something real quick. Okay. Well, you're still getting obliterated, kind of. There is a reduction there. It doesn't seem to be hitting as hard, but it still hits pretty hard, especially if you get Poison Nova to proc from your mask. If I knew how to block it all. Gosh, I've been shooting bows for the last few videos. Forgot how to block. All right, here's the real test. Let's see how we do against some spider action. Blah! All right, well, I already got hit, so that's cool. Wish I would have put the... Ow. Yeah, it definitely does not tick as much as it was doing before. So spiders definitely got a reduction since that. Well, I mean, they got an increase, but since we definitely first attacked them back on that initial video I did where you were just obliterating spiders. Don't get me wrong, you still do a ton of damage with this dagger. Like it's a tier 3 weapon, so I feel like you still should do substantial damage. I mean, you're taking out wolf spiders, fine. I mean, that's a huge advantage right there because wolf spiders are nuts. Please no, sir, don't hurt me. You guys attack already? God. Just hit me. One died from poison. Are you gonna die from poison too? Oh, you're running. You're gonna die? Yeah. All right, I mean, the poison proc is still there. It's still significant. I mean, it's definitely gonna take obviously more effect against everything else other than spiders. Just you could. I mean, that was a tier. She's obviously the wolf spider is obviously a tier 3 spider. That's a given. No mistake there. These are obviously not tier 3 creatures, so they will get pretty heavily hurt by poison. Yeah, pretty heavily hurt. Pop goes the weasel. All right. So, I mean, poison still, guys. Poison's still doing pretty good amount of damage here. Let's test this out on this final creature here. Gotta love her. Ow. I mean, it's definitely a reduced amount. Like, it's not as much damage as I was doing before. I was, like, obliterating these. Don't get me wrong. When the Poison Nova procs, it's a lot better than just your standard. Okay, I'm glad you can leap the map to get that. You guys gonna fight it out? Okay, cool. It's definitely... You need the Poison Nova to proc. I think this is the better way to go now. If you have the Widow's helmet on, you are getting an extra damage buff. I just tanked that to just hit him. You are getting that extra poison damage increase with the extra piece of gear, but I still say that the Mask of the Mother Demon is just a better fit for poison. We'll take off the Mother Demon helmet and we'll just run without a helmet because I didn't bring another one. All right, so it currently has no poison affecting it. So we will see. Okay, good. So we're no longer running the Mother Demon helmet. So we don't have poison, but we should have venom. Okay, there's venom. Okay. I mean, that's ticking pretty quickly. Watching her health bar and I'm about to die. All right. I mean, hey, that was a pretty hefty tick on that health for Venom. All right. So Venom coming in strong. The only issue you have with Venom right now is that there's no way to boost it. So it's just kind of like the base Venom. But I mean, it seemed like it was doing fairly decent. I mean, I didn't have any. I mean, that was pretty good. That was without any Club of the Mother Demon. So the Club of the Mother Demon also coats your weapon in poison. So if you're wearing it while using the Brood Mother, that is now coated in poison. It also has a chance to proc Venom, and you have a chance to get the Nova Gas, which is straight poison, and it's just like a really strong poison attack. So I think the best thing to run with this would be the Brood or the Mask of the Mother Demon. See if you can get. So it doesn't proc all the time, but this is still a super strong weapon as it is anyway. So yeah, it's ticking for a little bit right now, but nothing crazy. Oh, got hit there. My bad. I was watching health bar. I mean, that's pretty solid tick. Hey. I mean, that's pretty good. And like I said, if you pair it up with the Mask of the Mother Demon, you're going to be proccing so much poison and venom all at once that it's going to be a ton of damage. That's super, super, super cool. I think this is probably, I like the additive of venom because now you have a chance to take on the spiders just the same. And this does a ton of damage to spiders as it is anyway. So any spider you go against, it's going to probably wreck them just because, like I said, this does a ton of damage to spiders. This thing is like so nutty when it comes to like just squishing bugs, just because it's one of the hardest hitting weapons in the game. And now they just gave it was broken. I will admit, I was going to show a video. This was broken when it came to the poison proc, but now it seems a little more balanced when it's just venom because you're not doubling up the poison damage that you're getting. But it's still pretty beefy. I mean, you're bursting through some of the strongest creatures in the game. All right, one thing they added is basically a new fast travel. This is absolutely insane. So this is how fast you run traditionally. It's not super slow, but it's not like the quickest in the world by any means. I mean, this is fine. You can turn on some stuff to make this a little faster, but they just boosted this quite a bit. So this, here, we can turn that off. Actually, turn buff lungs on so we can get the most out of this. Turn that one off, and then turn that off. So Natural Explorer here, and you get this by discovering things throughout the map. The more you discover, the higher the phases go. So in phase 3, you get a 50% increase in movement speed. Turn that bad boy on. I would turn on Cardio Fan too, along with buff lungs, just so you have the most stamina you could possibly have. So I'm gonna show you how fast this is already. So this is already a significant increase. This is quick. This is very quick. It also, for a little tidbit, it increases how far you jump while in that mode. But if you add aphid slippers, which make you faster, and then you put them into sleek, which give you a sprint distance increase, which reduces the amount of stamina it takes to sprint, I'm telling you right now, you are literally cruising. Like, I don't know if this is doing justice, but this is quick. You're basically in some sort of vehicle at this point. Like, this would be the rate of speed I would imagine a mount would travel. Like, I just covered, like, this is about, I'm literally about at the other side of the yard from all the way over there, by that, basically in line with where the tree would be on the rock. Like, this is so quick. This used to take not forever. Now, when you are in combat, it does slow a little, but because I have the aphid slippers on, I'm still going to go pretty quickly. Man, you still kind of run fast even when you're out of stamina. That's nuts. Like, this is insane. This is crazy how fast you just got to cross this yard. Like, this is my other house. Like, I never come over here because I don't want to always make the journey to, like, run over here, grab something, and run back. Now I have no issue. Like, it takes no time at all. Not to mention, you can jump, like, so far. So if, like, you need to get somewhere, like, get to a location that might be a little bit too far to jump, you might be able to do it now. I don't know what spots that you might be looking into, but it is very possible. Like, nothing. Like, oh God, you're so fast, bro. Nothing's stopping you. And then the moment the fight goes away, you continue running at your crazy speed. It's like he's trying to run, but I'm letting stamina regenerate. Boom. And, like, you're back off. Like, this is crazy. I'm, like, looking over, like, what you guys would see just to see if it's like this. It is. It's so fast. So just carry a pair of aphid slippers on you. Turn on that whenever you need to go far. Take all of it off when you get to your location. Turn on the ones, you know, whatever the correct mutations that you would normally run. And, like, this is quick. Like, this is, like, I wouldn't recommend running around your base with this on, because you might run past whatever you're trying to, like, let's look at the sidestep. My man's been doing some working out, bro. Oh, that jump was crazy. Look at the sidestep. Woo. All right. Woo. All right, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did like this video at all, please hit that like button below. If there's any new change that you guys saw on the patch that you ended up enjoying, or that you think is really cool, or that you think it's dumb, put in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on what you think about this patch notes, and what you think about making changes throughout the game and stuff like that. Like, is there anything that you would like see, that you would like? Man, can I speak tonight? Gosh, my Lord. Woo, it's late, guys. Let me just tell you that it's super late. If there's anything that you guys would like to see added to the game, that obviously wouldn't be a huge thing because the game is fully released now. So, but maybe that could come as a small change in future updates or patches or anything like that. So, if you guys enjoyed this video at all, like I said, hit that like button below. It does help with the algorithm. If you enjoyed me at all, don't subscribe yet. Don't subscribe yet. Go watch a couple more videos. See if you really like me. If you actually like the videos that I put out. And then subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you. We'd love to have you in this community. So far, most people in my community, or most people in my comments for sure, are very respectful, very, very caring, very loving people. And They would love more friends. We would all love more friends. Love talking video games. Love hanging out with people. Anyway, as always, guys, you know how it happens. You know how it works. I will gladly catch you in the next one. Peace out.